Hello, Aries. Welcome to my channel, Sarah Angel Tarot. This is your reading, full Celtic cross for Aries. New energies coming in for Aries. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Full Celtic cross. Some of you dealing with the Princess of Disc. Could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or someone maybe trying to send you a message of stability. But this, like I said, if it's meant to come out, it'll come out again. But this is for Aries, new energies. You know this will not resonate with all Aries individuals, and I always hope for a positive reading. But if we don't, get a positive reading, we'll work it out. You have a opportunity to change your path if you don't like what is shown. Or if you like it, embrace it, Queen of Disc, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Queen of Disc is in reverse. Again, someone's not feeling real secure and stable in their environment. Whether this is someone you know or you yourself. You can take on this energy. It doesn't have to be an earth sign energy. Current environment, you're overcoming sorrow or trying to overcome sorrow with the Three of Swords. What is crossing it? You're afraid someone's manipulating you. Yeah, with the Magician. You're afraid of trying to have people take advantage of you. And even though you're coming out of this sorrow or heartbreak, it's like you still got it in the back of your memory. What is crowning you or your goal? You're not going to work with anybody anymore. You're going to be keeping your distance, or you're going to be thinking twice before you actually collaborate with an individual or a group of individuals. Foundation. Apparently you did celebrate with somebody or people at one time with the Three of Cups in the upright. Maybe even broke bread with them, had dinner. In the past, there was a completion type situation or a happy home of some sort. They call it the completion card. I also call it like the happy home and having a complete overall happy family, Near future, you feel like you didn't get your Ten of Cups, overall satisfaction. You may feel like you're not getting everything you want emotionally. And remember, I want to clarify these. It can change the story up. Prince of Disc is the possible future outcome or advice from the universe. Princess of Disc, again, can be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. What is coming towards you beyond your control is the Ten of Swords. This is someone coming towards you that you feel maybe betrayed you. They're coming towards you, okay? You may feel like they did you wrong. And I can see that with the Three of Swords and the Magician crossing it, like a manipulative situation. So, yeah, you're a little put out by that. You're a little bit put out by whoever this is that's doing this or has done it, or you think that has done it. Your hopes and fears is to take total control of the situation and put forth your energy in taking over the whole thing. Its domination is taken up for yourself in some ways. Sometimes you may get a little aggressive, not in a bad way, just more or less taking up for yourself and taking, like I said, control over the situation. Well, like I said, we'll clarify. Final outcome, you get growth and beauty and blessings. So let's find out what's going on. You're not happy with somebody or people around you. I think a lot of you are feeling betrayed by them. Someone you had broke bread with, at one time sat down and had dinner with, or, spirits, drinks and stuff. Now, the current environment, we'll go back to the beginning. Like I said, we could change the story up to find out more about this situation or what is going to occur. For some of you, you felt this already. You already felt some of this already, especially with maybe somebody hurt you in some way. Somebody, could be a family member too, because I do see like the happy home in the past. So you're not happy with the people around you, people that you really considered family. Doesn't always necessarily have to do with immediate family, but people you consider family. So the current environment, we got the Three of Swords in reverse. And what's crossing is the Magician. Sometimes that could be manipulation or someone just trying to work a situation out. Three of Swords, why are you there with the Magician crossing it for Aries? Yeah, you probably blocked somebody or cut somebody off. to keep peace in your life with the Two of Swords, or someone did this to you. Now, let me get one more card. Three of Swords in reverse, the Magician crossing it, Two of Swords in the upright. Why are you there for Aries is the subject in hand. It's an interesting read, very interesting. Yeah, and you broke free from something with the Seven of Swords. Broke free from a situation that was underhanded or you thought was underhanded. Something that was under the radar. You broke free from it and you put up your swords, your boundaries. Now, what crowned you is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. You're feeling like you don't want to collaborate with anybody anymore. You probably broke off a collaborative situation, you know, to work with somebody or a couple people. So Three of Pentacles in reverse, why you there for Aries, as what crowns them or the goal. Yeah, because you considered unlucky and misfortunate situations. That's why you're not going to collaborate with them. That's what's in your head, thinking, I'm not going to do this no more. Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is what crowns Aries, why you there. Could have to do with Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or a message of an emotional nature. Maybe that you received a message, someone wanting to collaborate, and you said no, possibly. For some of you, you could be dealing with a water sign. Now, as a foundation, apparently, like I said, you did break bread with them at one time. It could have been a family situation. Could be a lover or a spouse, or even work sometimes. But the Three of Cups is in the upright, and you did have that at one time, or somebody is wanting it with you. So Three of Cups in the upright, why you there for Aries as the foundation. There's that Ten of Cups in reverse again. You did not get satisfaction from this meeting or this sitting down of the meeting of the minds. You weren't satisfied with it, even though you did at one time, like I said, break bread with them. You did do that. So the Three of Cups in the upright, Ten of Cups in reverse is the foundation. Why are you there? And you took a break from the situation. You wanted to have peace of mind with them also. But since you didn't get it, you say, I'm going to separate myself from them just for a little bit to get peace and take a break and recover from whatever, you know. In the past, like I said, you had a happy family, a happy situation with the Four of Wands. So Four of Wands in the upright, while you're there in the past for Aries. Yeah, failed situation at a happy home. Something failed in it. So Four of Wands in the upright, Seven of Pentacles in the upright in the past situation while you're there for Aries. Yeah, it had to do with contracts and family. Something that was considered solid. Something that was almost like in a leadership position in the family, like a mother or father. But I see it as something that was solid. Like I said, a family unit that somehow broke in some way. Now, in the near future, you're still going to feel like you didn't get overall contentment with the Ten of Cups. So Ten of Cups in reverse while you're there for Aries in the very near future. I pretty much already know, but let's find out more. You're wanting to move on from a troubling situation because you're not happy. That's all it tells me with the Six of Swords in the upright. You're wanting to move on from a situation, a very tiresome situation. So Ten of Cups in reverse, Six of Swords in the upright while you're there for Aries in the very near future. Some of you can be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, or somebody who has sharp words. So maybe you're trying to move on from sharp words, you know, whether you gave them or someone else gave them or you both did, but you weren't happy with whatever was said to you or what was presented to you. Now, possible future outcome and advice from the universe. It says Prince of Disc. I'm thinking it could be a possible future outcome. It's like a message of someone doesn't have a lot of security in their life or a lot of stability in their life. For some of you, you're going to be dealing with, like I said, Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. So Prince of Disc in reverse, why you there for Aries, as the possible future outcome or advice from the universe. It still could be advice. We'll find out. I need another card. Hermit mode. Keep your distance or keep silent about this situation that someone has dealt to you. Don't give in to manipulations. Don't let someone get a rise out of you, you know. So Prince of Discs in reverse, the Hermit in the upright. Why you there for Aries is a possible future outcome and advice from the universe. Yeah, because you will come out of anxiety from this eventually. It's saying more or less think before you speak, or don't let someone put you in anxiety or put you in a position where you can't sleep at night. You know, think about before you react to them. Don't give someone your power. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them take your power, I should say. Now, the outside environment is the Ten of Swords. This is beyond your control. The only thing you got control of is how you react to this situation. So you got the Ten of Swords heading towards you, and that's someone, you know, backstabbing you and a betrayal and letting you down in some way. So Ten of Swords in the upright, while you're there for Aries, coming towards them as the outside environment. Had something to do with a partnership, an emotional partnership you had, someone you had a connection with. They're coming towards you, someone you thought that you cared for, or they cared for you. You feel like they may have betrayed you. Sometimes these are feelings, you know, maybe they didn't. So I'm thinking the universe is saying to you, think before you react to get the whole story, you know, because you don't want to react before you know all the details, in other words. So Ten of Swords in the upright, Two of Cups in the upright, as the outside environment coming towards Aries while you're there. Yeah, someone's going to get real defensive with you, someone you cared about. And they may feel, some of them may feel that you betrayed them, and they may get defensive with you. So that's why I'm saying, the universe is saying, think before you say something, because someone could be misinterpreting the situation and accusing you. Some of you may have actually done it, just a few of you, and others had it done to you by this outside person. So it's more or less saying, think before you react. You know, get all the whole story. Get all the information you need first. Now, your hopes and fears, you're wanting to take this control, this domination. You're wanting to say something with the Two of Wands. You want to make a decision where you want to go in life, and you very well may. So the Two of Wands in the upright, in the hopes and fears of Aries while you're there. A lot of you will be able to manifest this. The reason why you're doing that or thinking this is because you want to come out of disappointment and come out of an emotional situation that you did not feel that was beneficial for you. So the Two of Wands in the upright, Five of Cups in reverse while you're there for Aries and the hopes and fears. With the Knight of Disc in reverse, something that you wanted to come to a complete halt or did in some way, or it was very slow moving with the Knight of Disc. Knight of Disc, again, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. In the end, you do get growth, beauty, and blessings, you know. Some of you, wanting this, very few, may become pregnant, you know, with child. But not necessarily. Empress always brings blessings, you know. Another good omen card as far as I'm concerned, but let's see why the Empress is there. The Empress in the upright, why you there for Aries, and the final outcome. Coming out of stagnation. You're getting growth and beauty from an unhappy situation that was stagnant. So something is going to change with this, but it's not telling me much, except for that things will get better again. You will get blessings after, you know, it's the heartache. things will change, things will turn around. A stagnant situation will turn around, possibly. So the Empress in the upright, Nine of Cups in reverse, the Hangman in reverse, and you want the Hangman in reverse. Why are you there? For Aries. The final outcome. Yeah, with the Princess of Wands in reverse, that could be you. So you are going to get some growth. You are going to come out of stagnation from an unhappy situation that got you aggravated. It's still not telling me much. It's just telling me that even with all this going on and the sorrow, you're overcoming that. I'm thinking with a lot of you, it's family. For some of you, it could be work, because I do see Pentacles energy. You're not really happy with the situation, but the universe is saying, don't react until you get all the information, because it just causes more anxiety, because someone's heading towards you and they're getting defensive towards you. Someone that you had an emotional bond with in some way, and they may be accusing you of stuff, or maybe they're actually doing this themselves. And you want to make a decision, a quick decision. But it's like you also are thinking about, maybe should I or shouldn't I? Because I really want to come out of disappointment also. Is it worth it? But in the end, you do get some growth and blessings. I don't know what it is. If you know what it is, if this is already occurring, you can put it in the comments if you want. But I want one more card. I'm going to rock the boat, because it's not telling me a whole lot. It's just telling me that you will get what you're wanting at the end. You will overcome the situation. So the Empress in the upright, Nine of Cups in reverse, the Hangman in reverse, Princess of Wands in reverse. Why are you there? Is the final outcome. Yeah, you're going to move on. You're going to move forward from this and get growth again. Could be just an argument, could be a misunderstanding, could be actually what it is, a betrayal type situation. But whatever it is, you overcome it. Maybe you're going to take the universe's advice and think about the things before you react to get the whole story. And you're going to make adjustments in your situation, whatever it is. You're going to decide on what to do, but in a positive way. So this is forewarned. If you don't like this path, just bypass this person and go straight for the blessings and the growth and moving forward. But if some of you do have an emotional relationship with somebody, like I said, they may be having a misunderstanding and accusing you of something. They may have actually done it and got on a defense when they got found out, more or less. Or like I said, some of you could actually have done this, a few of you. But whatever it is, you work it out in the end in some way. You overcome the unhappy situation. You overcome being stagnant. And you move forward. I'm not saying you're going to just totally forget the whole thing, because you're not. And the universe is saying make an adjustment and move forward, because you're still getting blessings. This is just, a little rough area, a little something that is going to take care of itself, okay? This is your reading. And I'll probably end up giving you a bonus if I have a time. If some of you will take this advice and think before you react or make it a final decision, because that's what you're wanting to do, is make a decision to go towards something better because you were disappointed. It's something that didn't really move forward. But it looks like something resolves, is what I'm saying, and moves forward again. And this is your reading, like I said, and I may give you a bonus soon. I'll talk to you later. Bye.